Hello, this is Notaspringchick, and are you curious how that cost of oil is affecting your car? Well, it doesn't take a genius to know that everyone would like, well, okay, maybe not everybody, but most people would like the price of oil to be lower because it affects us in many more ways than just our car. In fact, the LA Times is always a great source of material. Let's see, here's a lady. She has a 170 mile round trip commute to her job, LA County Child Support Services and Commerce. And it's costing her close to $1,000 a month. Yeah, $1,000 a month with her salary just for gas. But that doesn't even include, well, the cost of her car or maintenance or anything else like that. So if you are thinking, like many people are, of getting rid of your existing vehicle because you want something with higher mileage, well, there may be a few things that you might want to consider on that. Oh,
Wind.
I know. How do you like working with newspapers when it's windy? As you can see, I'm not wearing a hat because
It blows off.
that's right, it will blow off. So if you are thinking about getting a new vehicle because the cost of fuel is so high, well, maybe you should think about. First of all, is your car under a lease and how much longer do you have? I know one of my neighbors I was talking to, he said it cost him $117 to fill up his tank of gas. Yes, that's a lot. Okay, so maybe he has a big tank and, well, it doesn't last forever because I think his car, it's maybe 6 miles per gallon or 8 miles per gallon, which some people may be getting. So, if you have a vehicle like that and you're thinking of getting rid of it, well, I'd probably say don't expect to get Blue Book because those vehicles that are getting those low miles per gallon, well, they're having lots of deals on them. So unless you're not driving hardly anywhere and you've always wanted one of those cars, now's your chance to get a great deal on.
Didn't we drive by people that were asking full price for their cars on the way here?
Yeah, it was for a Lexus. And they were, I mean, it looked like about full price Kelly Blue Book.
That's right.
So if you're trying to get rid of your car for that, don't expect to get Blue Book. But if you're looking for a new car, well, if you're looking at something that's higher mileage or hybrid, you should expect to pay probably at least suggested retail price, huh? I don't think there's any deals that are going out on that one.
No.
But here's some other things, because remember, they had this idea, tax breaks drying up for hot hybrids. Yes, remember we talked previously about hybrids, that the cost of a hybrid, well, you know, with the cost of gas being lower, it's kind of like a toss in the bucket. In fact, you're probably paying a little bit more because the cost of maintenance for the hybrid was a little bit higher. So that unless you really just wanted to be green and make a statement, it was probably better just to keep your existing vehicle. Well, now with the price of gas, well, here it's very close to $5 a gallon. And who was that? Wayne Rogers said expect $5 a gallon.
He said by 4th of July, and it's right. And the man, you know, listen to that actor. He knows what he's talking about.
We're real close to it. So what happens if gas is $200 a barrel? Well, you can be assured you're going to be paying more. But on these tax breaks that are drying up for hot hybrids, now the tax breaks, this gives you an idea. This was from a 2005 federal law that established the hybrid credit. The tax break begins to phase out after manufacturers sell 60,000 qualifying vehicles.
That's gone.
Yeah, so if you're trying to get one with a Toyota Prius, forget it. They have passed that, right?
They're back ordered on that many, I think.
What?
They're back ordered on 60,000.
Ooh. Okay, and then let's see, the tax credit on the number 3 selling Honda Civic Hybrid will be cut in half from $1,050 to $525. It will disappear altogether at the end of the year. And actually, the Toyota Prius vanished last year, as well as the Toyota Camry Hybrid. So, well, okay, so it says, according to the government, with combined city highway ratings of 46 and 42 miles per gallon, respectively, that was for the Prius. So, what other choices do you have? Let me show you.
Bicycles.
Bicycles, scooters.
motorcycles.
Not driving?
Not driving. Public transportation is basically a no-go in Southern California.
Although they did say for public, because there are some people that are able to take it depending on where they live, that the cost of public transportation is going up. I think the cost of Greyhound buses are going up. Because they're still all tied to fuel.
Yeah, well, don't we have to backtrack many miles just to be able to get to the metro station?
Well, it's based on where we live. For some people, it may be more convenient.
With most people, it's inconvenient. How about having to be here? You can walk 10 blocks to get the bus.
Okay, well, Southern California,
forget it.
Forget it.
New York City.
New York City, you're probably in good shape.
Well, they got a great subway
really
system, and they got the
DC
system.
is probably pretty.
Hawaii is really great.
Yeah, so some cities, you're pretty lucky. So here's the tax credit versus the price. Now here's a great part about the tax credit. Amount of the okay. Now remember, the amount. Here's a little wrinkle. It ties the amount of the hybrid credit to the date the vehicle was purchased, rather than when it is delivered. Got that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but the delivery. Okay, at the moment, it's a 2 to 3 month delivery on a hybrid.
So here, this gives you an idea. The tax breaks meant to help drive hybrid sales. This was, of course, long before the hybrids were as popular as they are right now. Of course, if you have the funds, you could also get an electric car. Tesla has a fabulous electric car.
Yeah, but you can't go anywhere, though.
Well, that's for short commutes. These are not for people with long commutes.
Yeah, but don't most of the people in Southern California have long commutes no matter what?
Well, that's for a lot of people. Now, here's the other thing that feels, of course, affecting is the cost of real estate out here. Because the outlying areas in Southern California have really been hit really hard. Because, well, it costs a fuel to get out there. So you're seeing these, the tax credits versus the price. So on this Ford Escape 2-wheel drive, the amount of credit is $3,000. So, and it shows you some of the combined miles per gallon on some of the different vehicles. But even though these are hybrid vehicles, you can also get really good gas mileage if you just have a 4-cylinder vehicle, depending on the model. In fact, some of the 4-cylinders their gas mileage could be about the same as some of these hybrids.
And it's actually cheaper to drive the 4-cylinder than it is the hybrid.
Although it's not as luxurious.
It's not as luxurious.
It doesn't have as much zip.
An Element or a Scion are too big, and then
and Jeep had some too that were also in the
that's right.
26.
And Nissan is coming out with their version of Scion.
Yeah.
So
there's lots of choices that you have out there. First of all, is if you're thinking about getting a new car, take a look and see what it really means. What it really means to you and what it really means to your pocketbook. Because just because you have a car that you're leasing right now, you're not really happy with it, well, you may try getting another one. Remember, you aren't the only one with that idea.
Yeah.
Oh, also, here's another tip, is on rental cars. Remember before, you always liked the rental cars and you thought, well, wouldn't it be nice if you could upgrade to a larger car? Now, one of the things they're telling you when you get your rental car is if you want those little compact ones, make sure if that's what you really want, that they don't upgrade you because, well, you aren't the only one that may not want that bigger car, or maybe you do. But if you think you're spending getting 30 miles a gallon on that rental car, and instead you get something that has 8 miles a gallon, that can make a difference. Although, there are some places that are throwing in gas. Who was it that? Was that Hertz? Anyway, when it comes to fuel and it comes to transportation, the best thing to do now is to check your options and see what's available. So this is Notaspringchick on driving and how to make the most of your fuel dollar with your car. We're here yesterday, today, and tomorrow.